everybody, this is Sean with Tap Performance. Today I'm going to show you how to do an oil and filter change on a 2020 Indian Challenger. Step number one is getting the bike warmed up. Alright, once the bike is nice and warm, the process is pretty straightforward. First step, we're going to remove our oil cap. When that's off, we're going to go down here and remove our oil drain plug. It is a 6 millimeter Allen to take that plug out. I have a 1/4 inch ratchet and I have plenty of room to back this out. If you don't have that small of a drive, you may have to remove this bracket right here. It's just, I believe it's 1 bolt, so you may have to take that out. But back this out, make sure you have a drain pan underneath to catch all the oil. Alright, while the oil is draining, we're going to take our drain plug, we're going to replace our crush gasket and our rubber O-ring, pull those off. Next, we're going to take our new rubber O-ring, lube it up a little bit. Slide that over. Get the O-ring on, take a new gasket, slide that over, reinstall this back into the oil pan, tighten this down to 15 foot-pounds. Alright, so once we get our oil drain plug back in, next we're going to move up to the oil filter and replace that. So we're going to slide our oil catch pan up to the filter, back out the filter and replace it. And you can see it right here down in between the shifter and the primary cover. And here's my hand touching it right here. Basically all you're going to do is you're going to take an oil filter wrench, put it on there, back it out, make sure your oil catch pan is underneath. Then we're going to replace it with this K&P Engineering stainless steel wire filter, oil filter. So we like to use the K&P Engineering oil filter because the oil flow rate can be up to 7 times better than that of the OE filters, while still meeting OE filter standards. The reason it flows a greater amount of oil is because of the stainless steel filter media, and if you can take that out of there, it also has a pre-filtration magnet to pick up any metal. Basically, OE and aftermarket oil filters advertise how small particles the filter will stop. So one might say it could stop particles that are down to 5 microns, which is pretty good, but not mention it could also allow through a particle that is up to 40 or 50 microns. The K&P stainless steel oil filter will only pass particles that are 35 microns or smaller. And if you want more in-depth information on this, you can check out K&P Engineering's website, as they have a whole write-up on oil filtration, which is very informative. Another thing too that we really like is that it is reusable, so anytime you change your oil, you don't have to keep buying a new oil filter. All you have to do is back out the filter, pull out the actual filter itself, give it a good clean and put it back in, and then you're up and running. Alright, now that we got the stock oil filter off, the next step we're going to put on the K&P oil filter. Another thing that's nice about this filter, it comes with its own socket, so that way you can just put it on there, back it in and off pretty easily. You don't have to deal with any clearance issues or tight spots, or your oil filter wrench being too small for the Indian oil filter. Just be able to put it on and off pretty easily. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. Alright, final step, we're going to add the oil. The Indian Challenger calls for 5 quarts. We're going to add 4 quarts, start the motor to get the oil circulated, and then shut it off and add the final quart. Alright, once you got your 4 quarts of oil in, you're gonna put your oil cap back on, wheel your bike outside, and then you're gonna turn your bike on, let it run for 30 seconds, making sure your oil light turns off. Once the 30 seconds is up, you can go ahead and shut your bike off, and then we're gonna add that 5th quart of oil. Alright, once you have the 5th quart in there, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall our dipstick. Just to do a final check on our oil level. Back it back out. Pull this out. Full is here, add is down here, just right below the full line, so I'm good to go. That's all there is to it, pretty simple. As always, be sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram.